guys? MMA Professor here to do Strikeforce on Showtime predictions. There have been an ass load, and that's a technical term, of changes to this card. Absolutely. I'm not even going to list them all, but there have been a lot of changes, and Strikeforce has done, to their credit, a fairly good job of filling in the vacancies due to injuries and drug tests and blah blah blah, and moving Babalu and Musasi from Affliction to Strikeforce. Should be pretty good. The main event is Carano versus Cyborg. We'll see if that plays out as a decent main event, but let's get into the picks. Gilbert Melendez taking on Mitsuhiro Ishida. It was supposed to be Josh Thompson. Thompson's ankle and leg is still not healed. So this is going to be for the interim, I believe, lightweight title. These two have fought before New Year's Eve 2007 with Melendez taking a unanimous decision. You know, Melendez, he looked pretty good in his last fight. His hands looked a lot better. He caught the guy, I don't remember, Rodrigo Dam, I think it was, with a right hand, overhand right, that dropped him. I think Melendez is the bigger of the fighter. He's got better jiu-jitsu, I think better wrestling, better hands, and I see it going pretty much the same way. I don't know if he's going to be able to finish Ishida. Ishida was just TKO'd in his last fight. So I'm going to pick Gilbert Melendez by third round TKO. I don't often pick third round stoppages, as you all very well know, but I'm going to go with a stoppage in this one. I think he's going to come in great shape. He was going to fight Josh Thompson, so I think he was in really, really good shape, training really hard for this one. Ishida taking it on shorter notice, so Melendez by TKO. Babalu, the 205-pound champion, taking on Gegard Mousasi. Not fighting at 185 anymore, moving up to 205. Eventually he wants to fight at heavyweight. This is going to be a real good fight, Mousasi has a distinct advantage on the feet, I believe. We'll see how he fares at 205 against someone. It's going to be a really good test for him to see at 205 how good he actually is. And I think he's going to do really well. In fact, so well, I'm going to pick him to win. We'll see what happens if the fight goes to the ground. Musasi's got good jiu-jitsu. Babalu, obviously known for his jiu-jitsu, really good on the ground. He likes anaconda chokes and whatnot. So I'm going to say Mousasi can keep it on the feet, and although Babalu has pretty good wrestling, I'm going to say Mousasi can keep it on the feet. Use good leg kicks, use his distance well, and I'm going to pick Mousasi by third round TKO. This is a title fight, so it's a 5-rounder, so it's not the last round. I'm going to pick third round TKO in this one. Jay Hiran taking on Jesse Taylor. It was obviously supposed to be Hiran against Nick Diaz for the title. Hiran was actually taking place for, I can't remember right now, but Hiran, coming off a win against Jason High in Affliction, the last Affliction one that actually aired, by pretty brutal TKO. Jesse Taylor, everybody knows him, was supposed to fight in the Ultimate Fighter finale, was an idiot, got drunk, acted like a gorilla on the loose in Vegas, kicking out windows and whatnot. So he wasn't allowed to do that. Came back, lost by submission to CB Dalloway. Ever since then, he's dropped to 170. He's on like a 5 or 6 fight win streak, mostly finishes by submission, TKO. It should be a pretty good fight. I'm going to say Hiran can, he's got pretty good wrestling. I mean, the only advantage Jesse really has is going to be maybe the strength and a slight wrestling advantage. I think Hiran can keep it on the feet, which is obviously what he's going to want to do. pick them apart. I'm going to say Jay Hiran wins by second round TKO. All right, the main event, Carano versus Cyborg for the first ever, really, I don't know if it's the first ever, but the first major title, women's title, 145-pound title. Both of these, they're girls, they're fighting at 180 or 145, which I think is going to be a better weight for both of them, so the cut shouldn't be an issue. Cross the fingers. Cyborg is going to be the bigger of the two. I believe she walks around at 160, 165. Cyborg, obviously known for her extremely uber aggressive Muay Thai style, as all shoot-a-box, the old shoot-a-box style. Come forward, throw a lot of straight. Actually, she throws a lot of straight punches, whereas in a lot of shoot-a-box guys throw the looping punches. She's not known for having a one-punch KO power, but she likes to just overwhelm her opponents and finish with a TKO. She's got I think she has a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm not really 100% on that one. I know she's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. Carano training at Extreme Couture. Sounds like she's been working pretty one-on-one with Randy in this one, working on a strategy. I think that's going to play into this one. Carano, I think in this one, I'm going to pick Carano. And some of you might say, well, it's because you have a crush on Carano. Maybe, but I try to break it down objectively. Yes, she's hot, but she does have pretty good technical skills. I think technically her boxing is better than Cyborg, and I think she's going to be able to control distance pretty well with teep kicks, stay on the outside, prevent Cyborg from getting in. I think Cyborg's going to, she's pretty big. She's the weight cut is probably not going to be that easy for her. I think Cyborg is going to maybe try to finish it early and wear herself out. Gina's probably going to wait for that to happen, wait it out, just get her to tire herself out. And I see Cyborg gassing in the third, and Carano starting to tee off in the third and fourth round, and I see Carano winning by TKO late or possibly a decision. Now, if Cyborg, I think, obviously she's going to want to stand. I think she's going to be better off taking it to the ground and using her jiu-jitsu skills and then wearing out Carano that way, or using her strength advantage, pushing her against the cage. So if that happens, we'll see. But I'm going to pick Carano in this one. Give me all the shit you want for it. It's not just because she's hot. Yes, she's freaking gorgeous. But, yeah, I think skill-wise, this is a good fight for her. She's going to have the better strategy, I think. So there's my picks. Until something else changes with the card, something else is going to get messed up, then I'll just put up a note or whatever in the video. Should be pretty good card for Strikeforce. We'll see, judge it based on the performance afterwards and not what it looks like. So that's it. Probably might do an aftermath if it's a decent card, but yeah, you guys definitely stay metal. Later.